It's time for the Way Black History Fact. Today's Way Black History Fact is sponsored by Underground Beach Club. From the streets to the beach, for the latest in beachwear, visit undergroundbeachclub.com. This comes from We Are Push Black. And give them a follow if you're on social media, or you can go to their website. They have some profound, insightful things that they are uncovering or reminding us of that have happened in this country or are currently happening in this country. And I promise you will leave more educated than you showed up. Today, I want to talk about a note that they have. It says, history remembers certain laws as milestones that earned us our freedom. But from emancipation to voting rights to land ownership, these 4 legal loopholes actually made truly realizing that freedom out of reach. So again, for our Way Black History Fact, we're going to cite some examples that you may or may not have been aware of, some legal loopholes. All right, cheating time. In 1780, Pennsylvania's Gradual Emancipation Act freed Black enslaved people who lived there for over 6 months. Then President George Washington cheated this by making enslaved people travel across state lines every 6 months so planters could keep owning the enslaved for decades. So again, a lot of these laws are written in a certain type of way. Actually, you know what? We'll continue because I think I see Q's face. You can't see him, but anyway, next one, cheating logic. All right, during Reconstruction, Black people voted and even won elections. But in the 1890s, grandfather clauses stripped that right by making voters eligible to vote only if their father or grandfather was qualified to vote before January 1st, 1867, when no Black person could vote yet. So again, you have these things that existed. You know, we talk about this on the show a lot. We talk about the legacy of slavery, but also Jim Crow and the legacy of the Black Codes. That was it. The Black Codes. So the legacy of these two things immediately after having to deal with the legacy of slavery certainly ensured that a lot of Black people had an uphill battle. These things didn't help. Let me continue. Cheating land. So after the Civil War, freed enslaved people collectively acquired about 15 million acres of land. But 81% of these new landowners didn't have legal resources and never created wills. So their descendants inherited land without a title and limited ownership, also known as heirs property. This made it easier for developers to buy and force Black people off of their land. And then this last one, cheating labor. This one is probably a bit more popular, I'd say, than some of the others here. But through the 13th Amendment, technically abolished though the 13th Amendment technically abolished slavery, it also listed slavery as acceptable as a punishment for crimes. Today, Black incarcerated people are still made to work for zero to little income, yet producing $11 billion in goods and services a year. For centuries, legal loopholes have taken so much from Black people, but this system was always designed to work this way. So, again, for those of you who are new to the show, there's a couple of little tidbits. Normally, the Way Black History Fact is a lot more in depth, but we felt like this would be something that would be meaningful just to kind of let you know that it's more than just what you see. There's actually a whole history behind it all.